to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Miners offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Booker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Miners have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Reinbold. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Smalls. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third.
And the defense, got him at the 27. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, UTEP. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. The 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Reinbold. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Miners will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Oh, look, Mom, one hand. Touchdown, Miner. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback empties his backfield. Here we go. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The run from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside is 5. And the returner goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's smooth. Got the first down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shot.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Miners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Booker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he makes the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smalls. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Caught in the backfield, it's Laporta. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Laporta. Turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Trying to get it to the marker. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Miners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. So now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Samuel. Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20.
And 1st down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. To the air, it's Samuel. Going for 6. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
Hold offense.
This offense plays. Be enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Rams him with the stiff arm. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
And the Miners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near them...
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Back to pass. It's Samuel. Pocket breaking down.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing,
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make the play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Dobbs. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Passing Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust